All right, now that we have gotten our session kind of organized, we did some time alignment on our drums, let's get what's called the static mix. And the static mix is essentially all of our starting volumes, the way that we think that this track would sound the best. It's balancing our volumes and putting our initial panning in place. So we kind of start to create the stereo image that we're imagining for this track. Before I make groups, talking about groups for a second, remember that you can create groups, whether they are all of your drums, which we kind of have in the context of the drum routing folder. I will probably ultimately make a tom group, maybe a guitar group, etc. But I'm just going to click on this all. I'm going to bring everything down, click off the all, bring up my master fader, bring up my routing folder because everything is feeding through that. And I'm just going to go ahead and kind of eyeball some basic panning right now. My overheads are on a stereo track. I mix drums from the drummer's perspective. That is controversial for some people, not for others. So I am going to pan my hi-hat roughly to where I imagine the hi-hat would be. I'm going to pan my left tom, say about 40%. My mid tom, did I say left tom? I meant high tom. Maybe I said high tom. 40%, and then maybe something like 80 for my low tom. My rhythm guitar, actually I'll get to that in a minute. So I'm just going to start building this mix. So I'm going to start pressing play. I've chosen a spot where I can hear everything. I'm aiming for roughly, -4-ish with everything playing together. I want things to sound balanced. The overheads are containing most of our cymbals, minus the hi-hat, or including the hi-hat, but we do have a close mic on the hi-hat. Seems to be getting about as much snare drum as hi-hat. You can hear it when it opens. All right, let's find a spot where the toms play. Hi-hat mic is a little loud for me. Okay, bring in the bass. All right, so I'm in the red. I'm going to make a drum group. I can also just bring down my routing folder a little bit. Okay, so the relationship between the keys and the guitar. I still don't want either of these directly in the center. So I'm thinking that we can balance the keys and the guitar. Okay, let's get to where the guitar solo comes in. So I'm debating whether to keep these centered. There's really no reason not to. They are different takes. They kind of are doubles, but they're not perfect, meaning they're not exactly the same, which is good. I'm thinking that I'm going to only slightly pan them out of the center. I'm barely kissing the red. It's really not that big of a deal, but okay, I hope you're having the same experience, that you can now, just with the panning, hear everything. The keys are nicely on the right. The rhythm guitar is nicely on the left. You can hear both solos. Okay, so now I'm pretty happy. I'm kind of feeling the drums overall are just a little bit quiet. Okay, now I'm in the red. So I'm going to go back to my all. I'm going to bring everything down by, let's see, this is at minus 0.9. I'm going to make it 2.9, negative 2.9, which is kind of significant. You can be more careful with command. And then I'm going to take this off, and I'm going to put my master fader back up at 0. Okay, pretty happy with that. Actually, I haven't heard the sax yet. Hoy, come on. And that's pretty good. I think I'm going to leave that dead center. Okay, so again, the static mix, mostly about getting your balance of your initial instruments, get your panning in there. Things will change, inevitably, but there you go.